The Chosen has some exciting updates for Season 5. The filming for the season is already finished, but behind-the-scenes footage and sneak peeks into the season do continue to come out. In a recently released video, fans had the chance to see characters like Tamar, Mary Magdalene, and Joanna filming their last scene for the season. The trio will have their moment of shine in Season 5, having scenes of just them girls even more than the previous seasons. Now that Joanna is a part of the group and Rayma is not, it will definitely be interesting to watch them trying to help Jesus together. A good portion of the video was also dedicated to Judas, who is trying to convince his fellow apostles that what Jesus has been doing in Jerusalem will be the end of them all. The others are angry as well, trying to understand Jesus' motives, but as you know, apostles not understanding Jesus has been a huge theme of The Chosen. They're always one or two, sometimes even more steps behind, trying to figure out what Jesus is doing and why he's doing it. In Season 5, this theme will be explored in relation to Judas and his heartbreaking betrayal. When Jesus tells everyone that someone among them will betray him, the apostles won't understand who Jesus is talking about. Dallas Jenkins says they didn't have a hallway for it. They couldn't understand it. They couldn't figure out who it might be. So why is that? Why couldn't they figure out it was Judas? I love exploring that. How does this impact Judas? Dallas also describes all the scenes they have filmed between Judas and Jesus as heartbreaking. The season will also explore Jesus' knowledge of future events and how he approaches Judas, knowing that he will be the one to betray him. The season's biggest moment will be the Last Supper, already promoted by Dallas after the Olympic Games opening ceremony controversy. Jesus was seen sitting at a U-shaped table with the most beloved on his right and the betrayer on his left. Even though this depiction of the major event was applauded and well-liked much more than what we saw at the Olympics, some people still found an issue because the depiction was not biblically accurate. Why is the Last Supper going to be betrayed with tables and chairs, which is more of a Western idea, versus the Eastern where they lay down on the ground on each other's bosoms? While acknowledging that they should be reclining like we saw Pilate and his guests eat at the end of Season 4, I'm guessing it was a lot more easier and practical for them to film the scene in this way, especially considering it will be a long one. I expect the Last Supper to continue throughout an entire episode. Having a U-shaped table probably made filming easier. But some fans also had problems with where Peter was seated at the table at the very end. Some believe Peter should have been seated on Jesus' left instead of Judas, or that Peter should have been on John's right. Do you have any problems with the way the apostles are seated? Another problem people have with The Chosen Season 5 is the fact that the Transfiguration will not be included, since Dallas repeated on multiple occasions that he's not planning on doing it and that the Transfiguration wouldn't serve the story they're telling on the show. Of course, commenters under my video had some good points about this. I think the Transfiguration does have something major to do with the story because it has the Father acknowledging that Jesus is Lord, but it's Dallas's movie and his choice. Maybe Jenkins can't figure out how to do the Transfiguration. It's okay, Dallas, you made a wonderful story so far, even though the Transfiguration is amazingly wonderful. I can't understand them not doing the Transfiguration. This is because moments like that you can't possibly put on screen. It's something so defined that you won't be able to capture it anywhere near perfectly. I'm very disappointed they did not include the Transfiguration. Dallas saying he felt it wasn't important. Oh, but it is. He's wrong on this. Love Dallas and what he's done with this show, but how do you not see the importance of the Transfiguration for the show? It's Jesus showing Simon Peter, James, and John who he is and standing with Elijah and Moses, something that only the Son of God can do. But like a few other commenters, and I myself repeated in other videos, Dallas previously said he wouldn't portray Jesus walking on water either. But he decided to do it as a surprise at the end of Season 3, so maybe when the official trailer for Season 5 comes out, the Transfiguration will also be teased and we will get to watch that special moment. However, according to the Gospels, the Transfiguration happens sometime after the proclamation of Peter and before the raising of Lazarus, and both events were depicted in Season 4, which means it's a bit late for the Transfiguration Transfiguration, but I can also see it as a flashback scene. What do you think? The end of the season will most likely see Jesus getting arrested in the Garden of Gethsemane, with Judas having betrayed him. Get ready to shed tears, that's all I can say. But when are these new episodes coming out? They are expected to arrive in early 2025. They should be released in theaters first, all 8 episodes again for the duration of a month, and then the episodes can come to the Chosen app and website for free. Don't worry, there won't be a delay this time, as the problem for Season 4's delay has already been resolved. Next month, the Chosen Insiders Conference 2 will happen. In-person tickets are already sold out, but you can still have an online experience by getting virtual tickets. Almost all cast members will be there except Jonathan Rumi and Shahar Isaac. They must be busy. The event will be important as Dallas usually shares a sneak peek or a teaser when he attends these events, and we know that he will be there. I'll be here to share whatever he presents to the fans. Don't worry about it, even if you can't participate. If you want to see some behind the scenes footage from Season 5, check out this video.